on, guys? The Inside the Booth podcast, and today we are talking about our weekly picks. We're in week 5, and a bunch of stuff happened. We had a tie last week, the Green Bay Packers and the Dallas Cowboys tying at 40 apiece. Wow. And let's get right into it. Starting off with the San Francisco 49ers against the LA Rams. And the 49ers have a bunch of injuries. No Brock Purdy and a bunch of other key players. And that's why the Rams are going to win this pretty comfortably, I believe. The Rams are a very good football team. And the Davante Adams signing looks better and better each day. Puka Nacua with a great game last week. And I'm going to take the Rams in this one. The next game, I'm going to take the Minnesota Vikings on the road to defeat the Cleveland Browns. But the Cleveland Browns, they're a weird team, right? Joe Flacco's their quarterback, but now they're turning to Dylan Gabriel, the young quarterback out of Oregon, not Shedeur Sanders. So I'm going to take the Minnesota Vikings in that one. This one, no Lamar Jackson and CJ Stroud is 1-3. They got a win last week comfortably. The Baltimore Ravens have not been the Baltimore Ravens themselves, but they have a bunch of injuries as well. So it's very weird, and it would be very odd for the Baltimore Ravens to start 1-4. But I'm going to take the Houston Texans on the road. I think there's just too many injuries for Baltimore, and this, may be the downhill for the Baltimore Ravens. We don't know. At least I don't know officially. I haven't looked on Twitter of who their official starting quarterback is going to be. Some say it's Tyler Huntley because they're more of an RPO offense, and that's not what Cooper Rush is. But yeah. Carolina taking on the Miami Dolphins. Tyreek Hill is out for the season, but I can't trust Bryce Young. So we're taking another away squad in this one. I think the Bryce Young experiment might be over. You can't start the first half very bad as a young quarterback and turn out better in the second half when their season's already over. If you're 1-4 through the first 5 weeks, your season's probably over. Because it's very hard to win 3 weeks in a row in the NFL, and I don't believe Carolina has that in them. Gonna continue taking Daniel Jones. This has been the perfect spot for Daniel Jones. He has an offense of line that can protect him and let him see down the field, and their weapons are awesome, man. Tyler Warren looks like a great selection so far. Jonathan Taylor looks great so far. They played a close game against the LA Rams, losing 27-20. So I have the Rams. I have the Indianapolis Colts winning that one. I'm going to take the New York Giants in this one, if it lets me select it. There we go. Going to take the New York Giants in this one. Jackson Dart looked good enough, and this Saints team, they're very bad. They don't have a quarterback. Alvin Kamara is out on an island. And overall, this is a rough team for the New Orleans Saints. Gonna take Jackson Dart and the New York Giants. And Jackson Dart moving to 2-3 on the season. Gonna take the Dallas Cowboys as well in this one. Because I don't think the Jets are very good. And I also don't believe in the Justin Fields era, kind of. Honestly, Dallas looked good against a Green Bay team that had a lot of hype, right? They put up 40 points. I know their defense ranking is very low. I believe it's actually ranked 32nd, but their offense has been very good, even without CeeDee Lamb, who has been out with an injury. So a lot to like for that one. I'm going to take the Philadelphia Eagles in this one now. They move to 5-0. I do think Denver can keep it close because of their good defense. But I need to see a little bit more out of Bo Nix, in my opinion. And we'll see how that game goes. But Philadelphia winning that one. I don't think the Tennessee Titans are going to win this week. Honestly, they look terrible. Cam Ward said their offense is ass. As a rookie, you can't be saying that. I know you're visibly pissed off. But, the only people that I can honestly allow that, to call their offense ass and not off to a hot start is the top quarterbacks in the NFL, like Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes, Lamar, and, a bunch of other quarterbacks. Going to take Baker Mayfield on the road. I think this is a good Seattle team. I was very low on them, honestly, to start the year because I didn't know what type of Sam Darnold the Seattle Seahawks were going to get. And Darnold has been good overall. I think JSN has been very good as well. Their top target, in my opinion. And if they can get that running game going with Kenneth Walker and Zach Charbonnet, I think they could be also very good. I'm very interested of how they use Cooper Kupp weekly, but I feel like JSN, just takes all the targets. So that's why I'm going to take them. Getting into the next game, going to take Detroit, man. I feel like if you are Cincinnati, you have to find a way to make a move for a quarterback. Jake Browning is not it. Joe Burrow is out. They've tried to talk to the New York Giants about Russell Wilson and Jameis Winston reportedly, but they're not budging right now. They want to keep those two veterans around Jackson Dart and let him develop. So the Lions, I think they win this one pretty comfortably. Taking the LA Chargers over the Washington Commanders in a bounce-back week. They lost to the New York Giants, but they had a turnover issue. Justin Herbert threw an interception to Dexter Lawrence and then Andrew Phillips, and a lot of pass rush killed the LA Chargers. But I will say this, right, with Joe Alt and Rashawn Slater out, don't count out Washington. I would not be shocked necessarily if they won on the road, but we're going to take them. We're also going to take Buffalo to win. They own the AFC East, and I think they're just a team that is for destiny. Once again, Buffalo off to a hot start. Dalton Kincaid looks like a great tight end, a great breakout candidate. James Cook is finding the end zone weekly. Josh Allen is doing Josh Allen things, and the defense is holding its own. And then finally, I'm going to take the Kansas City Chiefs to win and move to 3-2. And I mean, you look at them a few weeks ago. Well, honestly, look at them a week ago. They were 1-2. And playoffs were, if they lost to the Baltimore Ravens and they went 1-3, I mean, that's a 1-3 Chiefs team that probably people didn't expect, and they would have to really play catch up against the LA Chargers and the Broncos. But yeah, that's it. 4 teams are on bye this week: the Atlanta Falcons, the Bears, the Green Bay Packers, and the Steelers. That's going to do it for this video. Leave a like, leave a follow, and let me know your guys' picks. I mean, we have been hot lately. But that's it. Leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.